There are now over 90,000 certified Tzu Chi volunteers serving in 614 Tzu Chi offices across 56 countries. But only in 1985 did Tzu Chi first establish its first overseas office in Alhambra, California. In today's Tzu Chi's 50th anniversary special report, we look back at how Tzu Chi was able to expand its missions overseas.
Tzu Chi means compassion and relief in Chinese Mandarin.
On May 14, 2013, the U.S. Tzu Chi headquarters was awarded the Member of the Year by the National Voluntary Organizations, in recognition of the contribution made by its volunteers. When the first Tzu Chi office in the U.S. opened in 1985, it was also the first Tzu Chi office overseas.
At the time, we needed a home overseas to carry out Tzu Chi's work abroad, so I made a small vow to Master Zheng Yan. I vowed that within 1 year of joining Tzu Chi, I would buy an office for the Master. Not only are we a charity organization, we are also one big family.
From this small office, Tzu Chi volunteers in the U.S. began cultivating the charity's medical and charity missions in full force.
Here's an example of the earthquake down Susan Boulevard.
Near the
When the Northridge quake happened, we quickly went to buy bottles of water and sent them to Northridge. In the supplies was Tzu Chi's volunteers' love.
Taiwan Buddhist Compassion Relief Organization, Tzu Chi Foundation USA, who donated $1,000 to my family on the spot.
Right at landfall is when the worst storms surge.
To help those who have been displaced, as well as
A year after Katrina, the U.S. Tzu Chi was made a member of National Voluntary Organizations active in disaster, and was the only Buddhist organization within the group. Since then, Tzu Chi has become known to Americans.
The Master said, since we live and work in the United States, we must become a part of the community.
The same can be said about all Tzu Chi volunteers living in different parts of the world. Wherever they are, they spread the seeds of love locally, just like their U.S. counterparts. In Jordan, the Zaatari refugee camp, established in 2012, is home to over 80,000 refugees from Syria. It can get blistering cold in winter, and so Jordan's Tzu Chi volunteers have been coming here to hand out relief supplies every year. The Tzu Chi Jordan chapter is actually the smallest Tzu Chi chapter overseas. Established in 1997 amidst the conflicts in the region, volunteers first paid the nomadic Bedouin a visit every 2 months by crossing the desert.
I tell him in the university we provide.
Relying on one another in a foreign land, despite the limited manpower and religious and cultural divides, Tzu Chi volunteers are determined to help those in need. Sowing the seeds of goodness and nurturing them with love. There are even Tzu Chi chapters across Africa, which has been plagued by poverty, illness, and illiteracy for the past century.
Master!
Even with the continent's limited resources, Tzu Chi volunteers continue to source what they need locally to hold all sorts of Tzu Chi events. Thanks to their simplicity and devotion, over 90% of their care recipients have subsequently become volunteers. Local Tzu Chi volunteers first arose in South Africa, and they have now traveled thousands of kilometers to spread Tzu Chi's message.
Thanks for the love for Taiwan and Tzu Chi. These bags of rice of love are just like the long-awaited rain arriving in the nick of time. Without my bag of rice, me and my child who's sick will have nothing to eat.
All across the planet, there are blessings to be cultivated. Wherever Tzu Chi volunteers are, they abide by the rule of taking locally and giving locally. To date, over 90,000 certified volunteers clad in their blue and white uniform can be found serving in 614 Tzu Chi offices across 56 countries.